Hello and welcome to Unacademy and this is our channel CAT4MBA. Guys, आज लेट नाइट हम लोग मॉक जीडी सेशन करने वाले हैं. ऑल द मैनेजमेंट एग्जाम्स ऑलरेडी एप्टीट्यूड सबका हो गया है. नाउ वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर आवरसेल्फ फॉर द नेक्स्ट स्टेप, दैट इज द जीडी. इसीलिए आज हम लेट नाइट ही सही बट मॉक जीडी कर रहे हैं. एंड टुडेज टॉपिक इज वेरी 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 इंटरेस्टिंग. I have some really young participants with me. I have Vivek, I have Nitesh, I have Navkar, Sheetal and Pooja Sharma who are going to participate in this quiz. तो guys, ऐसे अलग अलग वेद में हम अपने चैनल पर आप लोगों की MBA की तैयारी करेंगे. So guys, सबसे पहले तो I want to tell you about the plus subscription. Why you should really go for the plus subscription? Because Unacademy's plus subscription is enhanced learning experience with high-tech features, especially brought to you by Unacademy. You can have unlimited access to the quiz, you can have unlimited access to the leaderboard, live doubt solving session, ऐसे बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स आपको प्लस प्लेटफॉर्म पर मिल जाएंगे. तो यू हैव टू गो फॉर द प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन. अनअकैडमी का लर्निंग एप्लीकेशन को डाउनलोड कीजिए, उसे इंस्टॉल कीजिए, अपने कोर्स को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, दैट इज कैट, एंड सिंपली गेट योर सब्सक्रिप्शन गाइज. The 1 year subscription plan goes for 17,500 rupees only. एंड द 2 year सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान, अगर आपको जल्दी प्रिपरेशन अपना शुरू करना है तो 2 year सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान दैट गोज फॉर 21,000 rupees only. But guys, you can get an instant 10% discount on your subscription with a special discount code. वो मेरा नाम ही है and it's very 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 easy. It's RUSHI, रूशी. ये कोड से आपको 10% डिस्काउंट मिल जाएगा. तो the 1 year subscription plan will go for 15,750 rupees only and the 2 year subscription plan will go for 18,900 rupees only. Okay guys, on behalf of the entire team, Vivek, Nitesh, Navkar, Sheetal and Pooja, I formally welcome you on board of Unacademy's CAT4MBA channel, your official one-stop shop for various MBA entrance preparation. So guys, welcome you all. Good evening, Vivek, Nitesh, Navkar, Sheetal and Pooja. So today's topic is interesting topic. A lot of people have been discussing about it. The press is talking a lot, but हम आज educational purpose से इस टॉपिक को डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, बिकॉज दिस इज अ हॉट टॉपिक. सो इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड इन वन ऑफ द ग्रुप डिस्कशंस इन द फोरकमिंग मैनेजमेंट एग्जाम्स. तो गाइज, आज का टॉपिक है farmers protest and the farm bill. I will give you 2 minutes to prepare your points for your participation and the discussion will go on for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 मिनट तक ये discussion चलेगा. I would request, since this is a sensitive topic, तो हम उसे sensitively ही discuss करेंगे. We don't want to hurt anybody's sentiment knowingly or unknowingly, but we will explore the topic in the most beautiful possible way. In a group discussion ये discuss किया जा सकता है. So guys, go for it. You have 2 minutes to write down your points in your notebook that you want to participate. All the very best guys. Let's do it. Let's crack it. Go for it. So guys, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody in the comment section, can you please confirm that my voice is proper? There's no problem with my voice. Sagar, good evening. Welcome to this mock GD session. Can you tell is my voice proper? There's no echoing or such?
Yes, sir. Voice is clear.
All okay. Fantastic. So, guys, the discussion will go on for 30 minutes. All the very best. Let's crack it, guys. Go for it.
First of all, I would like to introduce the topic that President first of all gave this assent of this presented this issue of farmers bill on September 27. Three laws were discussed and passed in the parliament, and these were first of all that in agriculture they people the farmers will have to act on APMC Act. They have to pay. They will be having a private enterprise running. They will be run by private enterprises, as well as now minimum support in a minimum support price. They will be having. They will be MSP will be in private sector. MSP will not be there. The issue was raised very earlier, but this protest has risen over the time because the farmers told the government that they did not take the consent of first of all they did not take consent from the farmers alone. They passed it without taking consent. They passed directly and implied to the state all over the state, and the powers were central. So this protest gradually increased even after giving right now after giving listening to the farmers. The state has came to give three proposals that their first issue farmers first issue was that the tax is not in the private. Tax is taken only in the government in the only government part and but not in private sector. But now the government said that tax will be taken in the private sector also, and go through the state government and MSP. There are 23 MSP cereals on which MSP was earlier taken. Now can we MSP are there on 23.
So I want to elaborate the three bills which are now act. The first act was the Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Act 2020, promotion and facilitation. The second act which has been the bill now is the Farmer Agreement on the Price Assurance and Farm Service Bill 2020, which is also called as the Empowerment and Protectional Bill. And the third is an amendment which is on the Essential Commodity Act 2020, which is commented as a bill. So I have to elaborate the three bills. The first bill says the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Bill allows the barrier to free intra and interstate trade of the farm produced. Previously, what happened was the farmer produce was sold to the notified wholesale market called as the mandis. And India has today 7,000 plus agriculture produce marketing committees, which are called as APMCs. And each APMC have licensed middlemen, which are also called as Artiyas and the Vyaparis, who would buy from the farmers at a price set by the auction and sell it to the institutional buyers like retailers and big traders. But what happened in this new bill was there is an allowance for the private auction, which is not also called as the private mandi. But the loophole comes here is the new system. The farmer can eliminate middlemen and sell directly to the institutional buyers at a price they agreed between them. However, the farmer groups are worried this will expose them to the corporate शिक्षण था ही नहीं. Governments, farmers कभी भी कहीं भी पूरे देश में बेच सकते थे. But what the government is advertising here is they had the geographical restriction. The geographical restriction is only removed for the middlemen and the traders who can buy and sell and move their produce to other sector as well. So
decided it now, that he is saying that the geographical description was removed only for the middlemen and earthiers and only for the APMCs. But this law provides, which earlier was not provided, that this law provides protection to the farmers selling outside the APMCs. Also, I would like to say that the only 6% farmers of the country sell at MSP, and most of them don't know about the MSPs. Half hour ago, I was watching a news where the figures were shocking about the farmers knowing about MSP. Only 8% of the farmers in Maharashtra know about MSPs, 2% in Rajasthan, 2% in Assam, 56% in Rajasthan, and that too also some only 22% knew before the sowing and 38% knew after the sowing, because APMC is declared just before the sowing season of the farmers.
Yeah,
okay,
so I agree with you, Rushikesh.
Please let me get
the point that farmers are never restricted to sell their products in any state or any. Only the artisans and middlemen are restricted to a geographical foundation. So the government is advertising as that they have restriction for removed for the farmers. Eventually, it is that they have removed for the middlemen and the traders. That.
Actually, you are misinterpreting the law. This is just the bill is just providing the protection to the farmers who are selling outside the APMCs. Okay, and also you mentioned a point that the small, only 85% farmers own the less than 2 hectares of the land, and how can they negotiate with the big corporate companies and all that. The farm bill also provides a provision to have a middleman with mutually accepted middleman who will look after everything mentioned in the bill. Right from the quality of the produce, and also of the price, the timely delivery, and everything.
But what I want to say here is that if there are the government mandis, if you can't protect in the government mandis, how can you protect in the hands of the MNCs? The MNC will eventually buy all the middlemen, and they will support to the MNC, not the farmers. And in APMC, there are some benefits to the farmers. And what I am saying is the APMC isn't protectionist. We have to reform the APMC's Act, not if we have to remove it directly from the ground. What I want to give an example here is Amazon has entered 8 years before country. It's starting in the country, and what Amazon has done has it's give free delivery to every purchase. For example, if you purchase a book of rupees 30 to 3,000, you will get a free delivery. Eventually, after an year or two, they have launched that you can have a free delivery after you can avail the delivery after 500 rupees. After that, what they have done after 1 or 2 years, they have launched the Amazon Prime thing, which is called, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you will get an free delivery. Eventually, what today has happened, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, no, but you have to order minimum 500 rupees product, then only you can get. So what I am trying to say here is that APMCs will affect, and the MNCs will eventually give discounts to the sellers and eventually buy at high price. But this model is not sustainable, and long term they have to be effects on the farmers, and it will lead to the whole society. So we have to think as a whole aspect, not in a single aspect that we will get in on discount and we will sell it at high price. So MNCs.
Do you really think the farmers are selling outside the APMCs on their own? Sir, just 30 seconds. Sir, 30 seconds.
Okay, Nitesh. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you really think that farmers are selling outside the APMCs because they are not getting enough profit or like that anything? Like I mentioned half an hour ago, I was watching a news channel where a farmer was interviewed. He said that the APMC was giving him 1900 rupees MSP, but he sold the same produce for 1100 rupees because he can't bear the cost of traveling and everything to take the APMCs and again pay the service tax of APMCs, and again you have to pay the brokers and whatever the RTRs we talk about. It is the APMC is, I will say that it is one of the
pay a single penny to the APMC.
Guys,
Is the
Sheetal wants to say something. Sheetal wants to say something, guys.
See, actually, I'm agree with the Nitesh point because see, if we look for the numbers like farmers with selling their agri products in the APMC, we can say that only the big farmers who has a large number of produce only comes to the APMC because they can afford the tax and the everything, the transport and that. When we see the small farmers, so they are selling their products and they selling their agri products outside the APMC only because they can't afford these all these things and tax. And see, we are already mentioned that this is because the privatization is privatization completely is not a wrong. We can say that, right? Because for the bill and the legal documents that says that this deal between the farmer and the private company or anything that is because of mutual understanding for both them. But if farmer does not agree with that, it is not imposed to the farmer that's saying that they have to do the contractual farming and all. And see, APMC completely not a scrap date yet. See, mandis are there only. They see when this bill come to the picture, that time farmers come with the reason that they want the APMC. Now the government is actually announced that the APMC will be there and the MSB also will be there. Then also they have to they are protesting against this bill. So see, I'm not understanding this thing. And the one thing
Sheetal,
that
I have to add a point that you had said that APMC is going not going anywhere. But the point is, if the private player is initially offer at high price to the farmers, then all the farmers will come to the private entities like private mandis. But after the 2 to 3 years, if the mandi APMC will not work, they will be scrapped by the government because it is non-profit organized. And if the organization is not making the profit, government have to sell it. He can't bear the loss. Eventually, what will happen? The APMC will be scrapped, and then the MNCs will be at large foot and they will control the whole market and fluctuate the rate. And the second point I have to add in this, the contract farming, which the bill says that the law will allow the farmer to enter in the agreement with the agri farms to exporters, large buyers, and to other traders that they can have a mutual pre-agreed price agreement and they can initially offer their goods and in exchange of price that they offered between them. The loophole here is that farmers are worried that MSP will be not there in the private agreements. MSP will be there only in APMC. If the MNC not offer and the MSP, then what will happen? The farmer have to sell. He can't bear it in the long.
I disagree with Navkar. He said that if MNCs don't agree for more than APMC price, right? The price of the produce that will be delivered by the farmer will be explicitly mentioned in the farm agreement along with the quality of the produce.
What I want to say is that the bill looks good in the paper, but in reality, what is that the 90% of the legal things are not actually done. Yeah.
Navkar, I'm sorry to stop you in between. Vivek wanted to say something before you and Nitesh. Yes, Vivek.
Yes, Nitish, I am totally agree with Nitish and Navkar that even after removal, that sir, I forget the point. Sorry.
No problem, not a problem. You can take a minute.
I would like to say
think.
something, sir.
Yes, Pooja, please go ahead, Pooja.
First of all, this is a topic of concurrent list. So the law is made by the central government, but it's the main topic of state list as well. So I think if we need any change in the future, it can be done by the state government as well. So we cannot think only in the way of like farmers can also decide the prices. If MSP will not be there, and I don't think that it can be removed fully, because farmers can also decide now when contract farming is there, then they can also decide their own price, and companies are also there. There will be a between them there will be the contract, so it can't be said that MSP will not be there. I know that farmers are really very afraid of all these things, but this is good for the small farmers who are always exploited by the middlemen and all. So I think MSP one, this is not. I don't agree.
And the government, yes, I remember.
I want to add a point that the middlemen are exploiting the farmers, as you said. But what will be the MNC will not exploit it to them also. MNC will exploit more than the middlemen. So we have to be at a middle way, which we can reform the APMCs and we can create an alternatives to it.
In new proposal proposed by government, it has given a written assurance to all farmers that the MSP will not be removed when they will move out of APMC. Even after exploitation by big companies, there will be a MSP for all the farmers.
Okay.
Through amendment.
Last 5 minutes for the discussion. Okay, last 5 minutes for the discussion.
Yeah, so I want
Can
to
say that, sir, this is once we are moving toward the Atmanirbhar Bharat, I would say, because this by this bill, government is trying to make farmers self-sufficient on their own and not depend on the government or the APMCs for their produce, for their for what they own. Also, in this bill, they are allowed to get into agreement for the services provided by the private companies. Like we have seen that UAE based Agriota company have given some their services to the farmers. Also, there is Israel. There is some technique from Israel which farmers used in Maharashtra to get more produce. Also, we have seen please let me complete. Please give me 20 seconds. Also, we have seen the genetically modified wheat from Argentina. We can try this technique with the help of private sectors only.
I have a
It's
question,
not about
Nitish.
the private sectors only, Nitish. It's about the first of all, the farmers should be known to them now.
Yeah, sure.
we have missed a third bill, that is the hoarding. What is the third bill is the Essential Commodity Act, which says the Essential Commodity Bill will propose to allow economic agent to stock a food article freely with fear of prospect of hoarding. What the third bill says is that the traders will allow to stock as much as they want, but it will affect drastically to the farmers. If the unlimited stocking can lead to the artificial price fluctuation, and it will lead the low price when the farmer's harvest will be done, and the price is completely gone to the market forces as the big industries and the companies. So we have to be in assurance of the government, but all the assurance given by government has been proven so far, so we can't assume it will be proven in the time of future also. So we have to think as and both perspectives also.
But what is the
I agree
solution?
with
If
you.
even after understanding all the issue, farmer, what is the way ahead?
Yeah,
Why
I have a
don't we
solution.
shift to other agriculture form? Like we have 23 we have MSP on 23 varieties. Like, but we only sell only 2 varieties, like rice and wheat. What about others? Even
I have a
after,
solution for
why
it.
don't we shift to other cereals like maize is there? Why don't we shift? Because government is not providing and true things such that the farmers will use those cereals on MSP products.
Yeah, so the big problem which nobody is talking about is the three bills only focused on the marketing. They completely ignore the factors such as input, production, quality. There are agriculture startups in our country which has raised up to 240 millions in 2019. But the government is totally focused on the marketing. Elsewhere, it is not focused on the input, production and quality of the product. The India is second largest food producing country in the world. But 76% of the farmers wanted to give up the farming because there is no support from the government to enhance the technology and to improvise it. There is a lack of including the modern technologies such as artificial intelligence to the farming, which can be seen as the future for it and it can improve it. And the second thing is the Punjab government report states that groundwater might run 2039 in the Punjab. Then what will happen is the Punjab state will completely depend on the river and rain harvesting. which will lead it to a major crisis. So what we have to think is we have to improvise in the technology advancement. And the third point, Indian farmers are not poor. They are technologically backward. So we have to improvise in technological aspects, and we have to give them financial assistance, but we have to give them the technical and serviceable assessment that can be improvised to them. And I have to add in one point with that the purchasing
See, due to this point,
guys. Yes, we have reached the time limit. Sheetal, I want you to go first and conclude the topic for us.
Sir, 1 minute for me.
You will have your time, Nitesh. You can speak it in your conclusion.
Okay, sir, it will take a longer because I have a lot of points to say that. Because see, Navkar said me that HPMC will be scrapped in 4 to 5 years if farmer not use that. See, sir, we have one app, and we have a lot of app like eSpam and all the app for the farmers.
Nitesh, can you please mute? Nitesh, can you please mute? Thank you. Yes, Sheetal.
So that in that app, so we have a MSP or is there also, and a lot of other side the person who can sell, and we can brought the directly, even any middleman also brought the agri produce from the farmers and everything, and there we can sell and the brought anywhere in the India. So if the MNC gets scrapped, I said the app will be there only. And the other thing is that people are opposing this bill like that. That bill has no benefit for them. But I think that what Navkar is saying, that artificial intelligence will be there, modern technologies and digitalization will. See, I think that all these things will be there when we do the privatization, when the private companies and the private people come to the farmer things, and then we can do the digitalization, and we use the artificial intelligence and other things in the farming. So if we want to digitalize the farming also, so we need the privatization, as I think.
Okay.
Sheetal.
Nitesh,
Sorry, sir.
we are done with the discussion. I'll come to you. I'll come back to you. Okay. Pooja,
yes, sir.
go ahead and conclude the topic for us.
Yes, sir. So agriculture has been since very long. It's been playing a very important role in the Indian economy, and also in the welfare of that. It's like Neolithic development, and then Green Revolution was also there. After that, these APMCs and all that came, and it's also playing this 17% role in our Indian economy. And sir, according to this farm bill, there are merits and demerits both, like interstate merits. Interstate and intrastate barrier is not there. Elimination of middlemen is done. Then contract farming. So these are some very good, and online we can see that dealing and all of farmer, that they can sell their produce online. So farmers are not aware of the technology and all, but slowly they are getting into it. But their kids are also there, no? They will definitely have their parents who are involved in such activities. So they will definitely do that. If their parents are not there, then they will help them. And some demerits, that is that APMC might be, it will not be more usable, and judicial support is not there properly. So that's why the main concern is this, that judicial support is not there, and then the government is also saying that there will be no interference of that. So that is making the farmers a bit scary, because it can be more exploitation than before. So, and regulation for buyers, there is no regulation. Like some people, they are only government has said, like fly by night people are there who can make the deals and then take the money and run away. So this type of exploitation, the chances are a lot there. So this should be stopped. Plus, I would like to conclude by saying this, that cartelization should not be there. That's the most important concern, and the technology should be there, that Sheetal has said that many apps are there. So farmers should be aware of them, and good policies for diversification is needed, because as Nitesh has said, that 94% are only there who are who are not aware, and only 6% only think about the MSPs, APNCs, and profit, etc. So there should be a technology plus agriculture type, like technoculture we can say, or agrology type we can say, such things. So that's been needed, and this will be the proper and the milestone for the development of us. That's all.
Very good, Pooja, very good. Yes, Vivek, go ahead and conclude the topic for us. You have 1 minute.
Sir, in my opinion, the farmer bill introduced by the government is in summary and benefit for farmers, that they will have a they will have a technological advancement through private companies. So there has to be a way forward. Farmer in between farmers and between government, there has to be a trade-off. But there is no political person who is standing off right now in solving the issue. If you will see, look at the lockdown is happening, and they are still going on. Anna Hazare is also supporting the movement that
No. Vivek, stick to the topic. Stick to the topic.
I meant to say that the politics is meant for resolving the issue between people and government. There should be politics is where everyone should be collaged. So our politics is not playing the part it should have been played here in this farmer bill. And
Very good.
and in farmers bill, I think the farmers have to understand that the government has provided suitable resolution to their problems through his new proposal. That, like someone told, that they will be more exploited. It has assured that no one would exploit them, and they have clear cut shown the road way ahead.
Good.
So it's totally dependent on farmers to see.
Okay. Nitesh,
Can I conclude?
strictly 2 minutes. Nitesh, strictly 2 minutes. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Go
So
ahead.
when we look back at 1991 financial reforms, there were a lot of protests against the financial reforms. But when we look 20, 30 years behind, we see that those were one of the best reforms India ever had to open the market for the private players to enter into India. I think Farmers Bill is also one of such reforms with which the farmers can take benefit of the farmers and like public-private partnership. Along with that, I think that government is somewhere lacking the connection with the farmers. That's why this chaos and protests are happening. But the government is always trying to connect to the farmers union and try to solve their problems. They have also arranged 700 programs in 700 villages to educate farmers and discuss the merits and demerits of the program. And I think I would like to say that this is just an alternative to the APMC, and there is no loss for the farmers in this.
Okay. Fantastic. Navkar,
Yes, sir.
you have 1 minute
By
to conclude the topic.
Okay, sir. So my final conclusion is APMC reforms are needed, not its removal. Middlemen will not go anywhere, because in private or the government, they need of a person who can communicate between the farmer and the buyers. The third is the investment in the agriculture sector must be focused by the government, not the private sector, because 50% of the population is directly dependent on the agriculture, and it can't be handed to the market forces. And the last point, which there can be two implications of these bills are: first, is the private market will generate the high price to the produce of the farmers and better for the farmers. And the negative implementation can be there is no government support of the MSP will lead to the market for and big hand, and the corporates will generally exploit the farmers. Thank you.
Okay. So fantastic discussion there, guys. There was a little bit of heated argument between Nitesh and Navkar, but apart from that, I think everything went well. Now, coming back to your individual feedbacks for this group discussion, Vivek, I'd like to start with you. First of all, you started off really well. You had facts in your hand. but you lack in terms of presentation, Vivek. I think it is only because of we have not conducted enough session in between during the CAT days. I think you lost touch with your GD. But Vivek, I think you should practice a lot more in terms of presenting yourself in a group discussion. Okay, Vivek?
Okay, sir.
Okay, and you said in between that you agree with Nitesh also, you agree with Navkar also. Now, you actually went on a roller coaster here because Nitesh was saying something and Navkar was saying something completely opposite to what Nitesh was trying to say. So, you agreeing with both of them, you are not clear on which side of the discussion you are, Vivek.
Okay,
So,
sir. Understood, sir.
yes, so please take care of that thing whenever you are participating. Nitesh, coming to you, Nitesh, I think you too have lost your touch from group discussion because we've had such a long gap between the last group discussion we had on the channel. I don't know what makes you really so overwhelmed when it is this kind of a topic. You lost your composure a little bit today, Nitesh, and you will lose marks in the group discussion if you do not maintain your composure in the group discussion. I've told you multiple times in the prior discussions also, it is not compulsory to contradict each and every time when your fellow member is not agreeing with you. Okay, there will be disagreement in a discussion, particularly in a topic something like this. Okay, in a topic something like this, which is which will always end up in a heated argument. There will be disagreements. It is really upon us how do we keep our composure and carry ourselves towards the end of the discussion. Now, I have always told your strongest thing in a group discussion is that you have your study is good, your research is good. Present it in a better way. Find it to present the data. See, if you keep yourself busy in contradicting your fellow partner's point, you will not be able to present the data that you have with you. Okay, so please take care of this thing, and you need to bring your aggression a little bit down, Nitesh. But don't worry, we'll now continuously carry on with the practice group discussion. So I hope in a couple of two you will again start rocking the group discussions. Yes. Navkar, you also, you and Nitesh today, you bit a little bit off track. I understand your research was good. You wanted to convince your fellow members that your point is valid or your point stands good in front of the opponent. However, I thought your aggression, you too could have keep yourself composed and calm in this group discussion. Since I have told this topic is endless. Okay, this topic is endless. Understand one thing, all of you fellow members in the group discussion, understand now topic like this, wherever there is a conflict between the two components of the society, the government and one of the most important community in the country is the farmers. Okay, we all depend on the farmers and we are dependent on the government also. Now, governance is not a one-way street. Okay, it's a two-way street. Governance always comes two-way street. And whenever this kind of situation is there in the country, the government always tries to I'm very sure the government will always try to somewhere reach on a common point and find a solution for the problem that is there, and so on and so forth. The government is doing it relentlessly to come down and whatever disappointment is there among the farmers to resolve it and carry on with the highest production this country has ever seen. However, there was one very negative thing that happened in the group discussion from your side, Navkar, is that you switched to Hindi in between, right?
Yeah, sir, वो point मतलब हिंदी में ही बोलना था मेरे को.
नहीं, you will lose your marks that way, Navkar. You will lose your marks. Don't switch languages. Okay, don't switch languages. Your research was also good today. I was happy on the research part. You read the topic well. You have the facts ready. Your research was very good. However, I think you lacked a little bit in the presentation side today. But don't worry, we will practice that and get it right in the couple of GDs to come.
No, sir.
And Nitesh, when you were concluding, you were very fast. You were very fast when you were concluding. I told you you had 2 minutes of your 2 minutes time in your hand. You could have presented the data very well, but you went very, very, very fast.
I need to finish it before 2 minutes.
ठीक है, 10-15 सेकेंड ऊपर नीचे हो भी जाता तो भी ठीक था, बट दैट कीप दैट इन माइंड नितेश. कंक्लूजन इज योर trump card. If the moderator asks you to conclude the topic, that's your trump card, because you have uninterrupted 1 minute, 1.5 minute, or 2 minutes, whatever he gives you. So make sure you make the most out of this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sheetal, I think you lacked in participation today. Your research was good. You had studied the topic very well, but you got in the tussle between Navkar and Nitesh. However, understand one thing, Sheetal, you have to make your way in the group discussion. Nobody is going to give you the chance. Everybody in the group discussion will always vouch on the opportunities they have got. So you have to make your way in the group discussion. And there is one observation that I would like to tell. It is a very minor observation. You say see a lot. You say see a lot. You are like see, I am telling this, like see, this is like this, like see, this is like that. You say this word see a lot in your presentation. So try and avoid or limit the use of this particular word, because then it will change your tone and it will change your expression. I'm afraid you might lose your marks that way.
Okay, sir.
Overall, it was good. I think you missed out on participation, but I want you to participate more in the group discussion whenever we have the next group discussion. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Yours was a little bit satisfactory performance today. However, I think even you lacked in the participation side today.
It was already heated, sir.
Yes, Pooja?
Navkar and Nitesh were too busy in themselves
I
that
know.
I couldn't get
But
the
like I
chance.
said, like what I said to Sheetal, you have to make your way, Pooja. Nobody is going to give you the chance. You have to make your way. If you would have tried or attempted to speak, I was there to intervene these two people and give you the opportunity to speak. But then I thought, since you were not speaking, I thought you're not prepared so well on the topic.
No, sir, I was prepared, but the time was also very less now today.
Yeah,
only
I know
30
this was
minutes, so
the
I
time was
thought,
very less, because we have a session at 11 p.m. also in my special class. We had to keep a time and understand one thing: the actual group discussions are not more than 20 minutes. So we are at least discussing here for 30 minutes. So you have to make your mark in the 20 minutes that is given to you for discussing one particular topic. तो यहाँ तक
आज कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा था पर टाइम बहुत कम.
एग्जैक्टली. सो यू हैव टू, इसीलिए ना सब कुछ एक साथ नहीं बोलना होता है. यू हैव टू ब्रेक योर प्रेजेंटेशन प्रॉपर्ली. ओके, अपने पास जो डेटा है, जो फैक्ट्स है, जो फिगर्स है, उसको बहुत केयरफुली, उसको बहुत प्रॉपरली प्रेजेंट करना होता है, सो दैट द मॉडरेटर लुक्स एट यू एंड ही गिव्स दैट एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स दैट ही हैज इन हिज पॉकेट फॉर यू. वहां पर एक चीज है. However, Pooja, good attempt. That is the only drawback I saw in your performance today. Rest was all fine. Vivek, Navkar, Sheetal, Pooja, and Nitesh. You guys.
Sir.
Yes, Nitesh.
Sir, more than composure and presentation.
Yes.
Sir, my review, nothing must be improved other than composure and presentation.
Yes. That is the only where you are lacking a bit. However, like I've said, your presentation is very good. You have facts, you have figures with you. You need to present it well. Sometimes your body language moves on towards the aggressive side when somebody is not agreeing with you. Okay, so disagreements will be there in a group discussion, Nitesh, particularly in a topic something like this. Expect that somebody is going to contradict, and he is going to contradict on a very, very, very stronger. He's going to strong arm you in a group discussion. But you have
so much that I was like, I also want to speak.
No, then this is then you are panicked. You're panicked, and that's why you slipped in the group discussion today. You could have politely asked him, yes, Navkar, you are right, but this is my point. And then you could have started your points. So you panicked, you slipped in the group discussion today.
Actually, I wanted to say that thing and just make my way to my point.
That is where we go wrong, Nitesh. Like I said, we have a lot of facts, we have a lot of figures. There are so many points we want to cover in the 20 odd minutes that is given to us. But there is a tactic to it. There is a way to it. You slip in the group discussion where no one will notice that you have aggressively entered into the group discussion. That is where you are going to score marks, Nitesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you guys were fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed watching all of you talk on topic today. We will definitely start doing these sessions regularly.
Once I have to discuss one example last. If you
yes, now you have 1 minute. You can go ahead and discuss.
What we had said that the third point, third bill which we not discussed much, is that Essential Commodity Act.
Yes.
I have to add a point to it that example, the BSNL, the government company which has been running so far, but due to the increase in the private sector competition and increase in the service as well as the plans which is not directly given by the BSNL during the time period, what is happened that the customer initially shifted from the government's company to the private company like Airtel, Vodafone and all other companies, which will directly can be seen in the APMCs as well as the initially what will the if farmer will get a good service, they will eventually shift on to it, and the BSNL which is a government company is not making profit, government it eventually scrap it or will sell into a private sector. That the same will can be happened as well as in the MNCs.
Okay.
Sir, can I counter this point in group?
Okay, we will talk about it in the group. Let's just move on to Unacademy special class now. We are going to discuss daily GK updates there.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Navkar, Sheetal, Pooja, and Nitesh for participating in today's GD. You guys were fantastic. I hope to see more improvements next time you participate in the group discussion. Okay.
Sure,
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Feel free to
Thank
leave
you.
the meeting, guys. Thank you, guys. Feel free to leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
sir.
Yes, Vivek, you can leave the meeting. Vivek, can you hear me, Vivek? Okay. So this is how we are going to prepare you for various MBA entrance exam, guys. Quantitative LR, VARC, GK तो होता ही है इस channel पर, but we will be also preparing you for group discussion. So I hope you have enjoyed this group discussion, watching this young talents of India discussing on such a crucial topic in such elegant manner. So guys, you should go for the Unacademy Plus subscription for enhanced learning experience, especially brought to you by Unacademy. You can go for the 1 year subscription plan that goes for 17,500 rupees. And if you want to start your preparation early, you can go for the 2 year subscription plan that goes for 21,000 rupees. But guys, you can get a 10% discount on your subscription if you take it with a special discount code, जो कि मेरा नाम है, and that's Rushi, RUSHI. So the 1 year subscription plan goes for 15,750 rupees only, and the 2 year subscription plan after discount goes for 18,900 rupees only. Thank you guys for joining us for today's session. You guys have a fantastic evening ahead. I will see you right again at 11 p.m. in my special class. Today we will be discussing the daily GK updates, and also we'll be having a small quiz so that all of you can track your progress. You guys have a very good evening ahead. Thank you once again. Let's crack it, guys. Bye-bye.